Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We are here in Farming Simulator 2022. Or just FS22. Whatever you want to call it. We're in the brand new one that just came out less than a week ago. Except by the time this video comes out, it'll be just over a week at 8 days. Anyway, we're just here picking up some groceries here at the grocery mart. Which some of you may not be aware of, but that kind of reminds me of the Kmart logo. Anyway, let's get in our pickup truck here. Put the groceries in the side seat here. And yes, we do have those lovely license plates that we can edit up for just about anything. I'm using the Xbox controller. First time I'm actually truly using it. So if it's a little rough, I apologize, guys. As far as the steering goes, I have everything set as low as possible. And it's still extremely sensitive. So for that, I apologize. Not much I can do at this point. I'm hoping that's a fix Giants is working on. Another fix that I need to see about reporting, which we do have traffic on, is on the map. I can't zoom back in once I zoom out. There's a few other flakes here and there. This is, like I said, brand new. Hey, that farm looks familiar. That is not our farm, by the way. Yeah, there are a few things that I need to see about reporting to Giants. This is, yes, a fully released game, new game at that. However, there's bound to be some glitches. So, we're coming over here to pick up some equipment. Which, I thought we were supposed to have a box trailer too, so we can get all that stuff loaded up. I know this flatbed trailer back here behind me. And I am running automatic transmission. Because, especially with the controller, I'd rather not mess with that. I'm having issues with my G920 basically being able to connect to my computer, so let's go in here and see what's going on with that box trailer that I ordered. Alright, sorry about that, sorry for the confusion, but I'm glad we got that cleared up. There actually wasn't much confusion, to be honest. They had a late delivery, so while we were in there, this actually got delivered. I see they already got my plate put on there. Anybody else get the reference for that? That's one in particular that I am quite fond of. Just some memories from growing up. I'm actually going to disconnect this. There we go. And we are going to hook up to that, because I am going to use this to load those up. Everyone follow? Good. So because I don't have all the controls down for using the controller, I'm still switching between keyboard and whatnot. So that's why if you hear the clicky clackiness of my keyboard, that is why. Let's get those doors opened up. And I'm not going to make you guys sit through while I get these loaded up. I'm just going to get them loaded up. So I'll catch up with you then. Alright guys, it's been a little bit since my last, since my opening monologue, if you want to call it that. we actually got everything taken over to the farm and unloaded, and came back and got this beast loaded up. So instead of jumping on top of my truck, how about we get in it? There we go. We're gonna get rid of that help menu since I still need it. You're gonna see it, every once in a while. But we're gonna take a nice trip over to the farm. And as you can tell, it is October 1st, which means fall colors are out in full swing. And yes, Seasons is base game. I think they call it like seasonal cycles or something crazy like that, but let's see here. That's the button I want. And yes, speed limit is 35. We're gonna cruise at 25. Piss off all the locals. Ooh, Mexican restaurant. I'll have to try that. And there are places that we can buy because of being able to of the I don't know, I never really paid attention to that fence there before. Wait, wasn't there a house there? There was a house there, and wow. Someone must have bought that property and decided to do away with the house and the grain bins. It wasn't me. But oof. There's something in that road there that anytime I pull trailer with this truck, it just kind of does that. Sometimes it's a lot worse. Yeah, we actually have an interstate here in town, or coming through town anyway. I gotta be careful because locals like to come flying up that exit ramp and go straight across, and I have no idea why. But as you can tell, the fall colors are in full effect. And we don't have much yard work to do in terms of, well, field work, I should say. There's plenty of yard work because I need to buy and build a few different buildings. I've done a little bit of work to the farm. For those of you who have this game and are playing it on this map, I've made a few changes to this top left-hand corner of the map in terms of what's there when you start the game versus the way I have it. And in case you can't tell, one of them is dead ahead. My silos. Didn't realize I could see them from that distance, but it works for me. But yeah, I kind of lost track from earlier, but there are plenty of places that we can buy in terms of doing productions. So instead of just harvesting our crop and taking it to market, we can take it to any number of places, really. And one thing, we are being subsidized by the local municipality. We are new to the area, and they gave me the option when I moved in. So we are starting to see some of the areas that I've improved upon. Well, I consider improving. Still needs a lot of work, though. I love that harvester sitting there. But that's one of the things I need a building for. Because I have yet to have a building for my harvester, and I want to get that undercover before winter hits. But this is one area that we have improved upon. One of the reasons for this skid steer is to kind of get some of these areas leveled out. The company I had come in and do it, they have this drive looking mostly decent. It's just when that silo on the right was built, they had to dig down, get a nice pad going because of the weight. Let's see here. Yeah, this is liquid fertilizer, so that's going to be a lot heavier than your dry. So, the nice thing about these silos is they are base game. And you don't have to sit here, fill up a trailer somewhere, come here and fill it up. You can do it all through this guy. Which I don't know if I can right now because I have it packed full as it is. Let's see here. There we go. Select the product and amount you want to buy. And I have it packed full of liquid fert. And then this one I have packed full of dry. Or solid. And then this one gave me the option of seeds, or I forget the other option. Mineral feed. There we go. I don't know quite what that does yet. I'm going to be looking into things like that. But this one does give me the option for that. But what I can do is bring my equipment in right here, fill it up, and go about my day. And then when I get low in here, I can just sit here, order it, and it gets delivered. So, as you can tell, this field here is one of the original fields. I'm currently growing barley in it. I have barley, wheat, and canola growing in addition to sunflowers that I have yet to harvest, and soybeans that I've yet to harvest. All the other fields so far, well, including this one here, there's a grass field over there behind that beehive. These beehives. Ooh. I'm gonna have to get this loaded up and moved. That's a little too heavy for me to pick up. This field and then the one right next to it. And then there's 2 fields that way. I think there's only two fields. How about we do it this way? So, like I said, ooh, there's third field. We're right here. So, field 1, 2, what was that? 4 and 5 I've harvested and I've replanted already. Same with 1 and 8. 9 and 10, I'm going to leave them alone for the winter, so that way I can plant, I'm thinking soybeans in the spring. Because when this game starts you off, it's, I believe, August 1st when it starts you. There's not much you can plant in August. A few more, you get barley and wheat that you can plant in September. Only downside is, you know, the harvest time is middle of summer, so you don't have room to plant anything else after you harvest, aside from one of the other ones. So the 2 bigger fields I'm leaving for, you know, some of this stuff, you know, corn, sunflowers, soybeans, even oats. I don't know if I'm going to delve too much into potatoes or sugar beets. The one field I did harvest was potatoes. And I believe I had sorghum as well on one of those fields. So that might be one that I can do a quick turnaround on. Get it planted in the spring, harvest by mid-September, then plant wheat and barley or something like that into it. So, few ideas. But anyway, so what I'm thinking, and I really wish I could zoom in, but again, that's an issue I'm having. I don't know if anyone else is, or if it's can't be a conflict of mods, because all my mods are from in-game. So, I don't know. It might be software issue on my end. Anyway, I'm thinking this field here, field 4, I'm going to eventually this one over here. Once this grows and we harvest it, I'm thinking of just putting in grass here and putting in a few barns. So that's what I'm thinking there in order to get my... I'm really wanting to get that under cover for this winter, but I don't think that's going to happen. Ooh, we're spinning. This guy's got a little bit of weight to it. But the weight is good. So I'm going to get this unloaded here, and then I will catch back up with you, and I will show you the rest of the farm. Alright, so we got that unloaded. As you can tell, none of this was actually here originally. I did have a sleep point put down over here, basically the only sleep point, which is the house. And I didn't like it, so I got rid of it. Flattened things out. I first had added this, that's why you see the height elevation change. Then when I plopped this down, I figured, yeah, what the heck, I'll just keep things the way it is. Kind of gives it a nice change instead of everything being on flat land. Added in a pressure washer because my equipment was getting dirty as heck. I like this sitting up here. And I do eventually want to be able to get all of my equipment under cover. As you can tell, we do have, you can see, anyway, I do have a chase cart, grain cart, over at the grain bins. Oh, there we go. Since we have this trailer on our butt, we're gonna go get this dropped off over at the house. Actually, no, we're not, because I don't want to show you the house just yet. Even though if you're looking hard enough, you can see glimpses of it up there. Stay on my truck, bees. So the bees apparently actually do add a bonus to your harvest. So that's the fuel tank, one where you can fill it up here. Basically place an order to get it filled and fill your vehicles up from that. The water tank, it's just a water tank. You can fill it up from there. But that's our grain cart right there. That's actually a rock crusher. So all the rocks we collect in the field, we can put in there. I've heard that rumors that there is someone working on a mod so that when you crush up your rocks, you can actually get lime from it, which would be amazing. And these are our grain, not necessarily, no, not grain, rock. This is one of the rock collectors, the bigger of the two in this design. These are alright. When you got the bigger fields, they give me a real pain in the butt, just because the turning radius and all that is not the greatest. This is the bigger of the rollers, which is great, but I've noticed that it doesn't always push the rocks into the ground, which forces you to use either that or this. Now this guy, I wish this had the capacity of that. It does not. However, it does have the width on it on the other ones, and it also has the speed, because this thing flies through the fields compared to that guy. Now I will say, if you are interested in using rocks and gaining an income, because you can sell them, you can get an income. However, it's not, in my opinion, worthwhile. And when you hire a helper, they don't care if this gets full or not, they just keep going. And it collects the rocks, technically. They just disappear. So, just to forewarn you on that. Yeah, this silo system here, if I can get to the right angle, this was not here as part of the game. Yet another thing that I plopped down and kind of made an area for. I don't believe I am actually using any of the in-game mods yet. I could be wrong, but I don't believe I am. So everything that I'm using should be base game. I have a few of these beehives around. Yet I can only place one of those collecting spots for the honey. So which means I gotta get that skid out of there so I can start collecting more honey. And we are heading up to the original barn in the house. Unfortunately, these barns are decorative, except for this opening here, which you really can't do. I mean, yeah, maybe if you had a rider, you'd be able to pop, drive it in here. But that's about it. I kind of wish that they would have made these functional. I don't care if you can't get in through these doors down here, but at least the up top, where there's doors, it would be nice. I mean, if you're going to put a farm like this here, might as well make it functional. And I think before I leave, I'm going to speed time up and get into nightfall so you can see the light work that I've done. But this is our lovely abode. And yes, I do have a few solar panels. And a little windmill here. A modern style, but windmill nonetheless. Alright, can you pull it? Oof. Re-rolling it there for a second. So you can see that we do have our fuel trailer back there, our Thunder Wagon. So this part's up here. Oh, there we go. And what I'm going to do is speed up time. Ooh, I forgot these were here. They must have gone horseback riding without me. Alright, it's now 7 o'clock at night. And because it is October, it gets dark early. Thankfully, we have plenty of light around the house. So as you can tell, I love using these little landscape lights here. Can't actually wait until we see more of them pop up in the mod hub, like we did for FS19. But it kind of gives a nice little added bit of light to an otherwise dark area. And anywhere that I've had fencing, I think except for maybe 1 or 2 areas on this farm, I've done that. And I've basically done it every other post. I did these here basically to, help people realize that there's a mailbox here. Please don't hit it. But also, one way, one the other way. For the drive. Then we just have 3 lampposts down there surrounding that little island. Now the thing that I've done recently that I do enjoy and I'm rather proud of, unfortunately because this is a walk path in game and I can't really do anything about it, unfortunately the gravel just stops there. Oh well. But this is a walk path over to the barn. And yeah, I thought about actually raising that up. But we're going to go down in the field and I'll show you what it looks like from down there. Now that actually has a pretty cool effect, if I do say so. Because I was thinking of making it level so that way the fence is all level and all the lights are level and the path is a little bit more stable, but there's just something about the way that looks that I just can't get over. I am still thinking about adding in some bigger lights for out here. Not just, decorative style lighting, but more so for when we're doing field work at night. I want to make sure that I put them on this side so that way they shine this way, away from the house. I also want to make sure that we get plenty of lighting for these silos here for when we need to fill up from them. So, yes, I know you have fertilizer in you. Ooh, as I fall into a divot. Pretty freaking big divot. Yeah, they haven't come back to fill it in, so it looks like I'm gonna have to fill it in. I don't remember if I finished explaining it, but basically they dug it out so that way they can get the concrete pad for this massive silo put in, and I don't know if they were just waiting for the concrete to set before filling the gravel back in, making it nice and level, or what, but that's one of the reasons why we have the skid steer now. Oh, Paul left the monitor on the harvester again. God, I hope that battery's not drained. I'm gonna have to smack that boy. Anyway, we're gonna call it there, guys. I hope we'll... Don't know what I was trying to say there. Anyway, if you guys happen to like what you see, or if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, not just a select few here and there. Ooh, there's a ladder. I wonder if I can go up it. No. So with that being said, guys, I hope you have yourself a wonderful day. Stay warm, because it is wintertime out there. Take care. Peace.